What a beautiful log. We have a square root of 5 as our base, and our argument is a fraction. Goody. So our task here is just to find this value. I'll show you the easy way. Won't get you many marks, but it will answer the question. So on our calculator, we can just input this directly, right? Because there's no x's or variables, it's all just numbers, so our calculator can compute it. So we go option, so that is, on our calculator, option is to the right of shift. We go calc to do some calculations. We go to the right, F6. We hit log AB. Now your calculator, if it's newer, it might even be easier than this. You just see a space for the base and the argument. But on my calculator, we need to do the base first, comma, then the argument. So this has a base of square root of 5. So I'll put that as the base, shift x squared, square root 5, comma, above the delete key, and then I do 1 divided by 125. So I put in the base, and then I put in the argument. And that equals -6. So technically, we have answered the problem. Sadly, we do need to show some evidence of using log and power rules. So let's do that now. But we know where we're heading. So to start, I'm going to let x equal that expression. Right, x being the value of that, which is what we're looking for. We can then convert this into index form or exponential equation. So the base to the power of x equals 1 over 125. So the base, all raised to the power of x, equals 1 over 125. And I'll just pause here. So when we have an exponential equation like this, a really good tactic is to just look at your numbers and ask yourself, can you rewrite all the numbers to have the same base? So on the left-hand side, we have a base 5. On the right-hand side, we have 125. And I know that is a multiple of 5. In fact, it is 5 cubed. Right? And now we have a base of 5 over here and a base of 5 over here. That'll make our lives a lot easier in a moment. So on the left-hand side, a square root. That just means to the power of a half. Right, so 5 to the power of a half is the same as square root 5. And on the right, 1 over 5 to the power of positive 3 is the same as 5 to the power of -3. Right, so I negated the power, but I inverted it. Right, next we can go back to the left-hand side. When we raise a power to another power, it's the same as multiplying. So 5 to the power of a half to the power of x is the same as 5 to the power of half times x is equal to 5 to the power of -3. And now when we get here, we can jump straight to this line. So half times x equals -3. Right? We equated the powers because they have the same base. Now we can solve for x. So multiply both sides by 2. We get x equals -6. Now just this step here, you can go straight there, but I want to show you how you can show this step. So again, we have answered the question fully. You're done. This is extra for experts. So when we get to that first line here, we can then take the log of both sides, like so. You might be thinking, well, we just got rid of the log. Why would I want to reintroduce it? Well, that's how we can then justify equating down to equation 2. Right, so back to the logs. We took the log of both sides. There's a log law that lets us bring the power to be multiplied out the front. So let's do that now. Half times x times log of 5, right? So that power is now gone, equals -3 times log of 5. Again, that power we've moved out the front to multiply. Now we divide both sides by log of 5, and we're left with 1/2 x equals -3. So that's just showing how we can go from equation 1 to equation 2 using some log laws.